they come, or pizza, and they are able. But for now, we are the seven lessons until now. They just say the bad words. They just say the bad words. They just remember this one. I don't know. It's easy. Yeah.
E come sapete tutti, Luca adesso sta girando le scene del suo prossimo film, La percezione della morte, nonché un paio di documentari.
Yeah.
Allora, dove ti ha portato la cinepresa per queste riprese? So tell us a little bit about your latest movie, The Perception of Death.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also shooting a couple of different documentaries.
Sí.
So tell us where the camera took you.
Oh, well, the camera took me all over the country. I say Richmond, Buffalo, and all the time that I say here in Pittsburgh, I have to go in Buffalo. The people say, for what?
It's chicken wings.
Yes, chicken wings, yes. And when I say I have to go in Richmond, they say me, for what? I have to go for what? And then I have to find something to go there, because, so I filmed a documentary about Edgar Allan Poe, and I went in Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, and Richmond. And they have very huge, important museum in Richmond. It's very nice. Well, my goal was that in Baltimore they have a little museum, and they are in crisis now because it's in very bad area, and because around the street live all Italians, so it's bad area now. And so they are in crisis because Baltimore and the Maryland don't give him money to support this museum. So I went there and I speak with the lady, and I just think I have to make a documentary about this Baltimore museum, Edgar Allan Poe Museum. And I give my contribution to them. I leave $1 and say, and so I think that you can go in this Baltimore museum to see the Edgar Allan Poe Museum, and in Richmond as well. In New York, they have a cottage in Bronx where Edgar Allan Poe lived and where he lost his wife. So I film in this city, and then I film with Joe D'Andrea another documentary here in Pittsburgh about Eleonora Duse, that she was an actress, important Italian actress, that she died in 1924 in Pittsburgh, and was one of the best Italian actress. And she made just one movie in 1916, and it was a silent movie, of course, but it was funny because I study Eleonora Duse in my university, and one of the first things when I came here, I say Pittsburgh. I know Pittsburgh because Eleonora Duse. And then, well, my movie, it's a feature film. In Italy, we don't have a feeling that it's not an horror. It's talking about life. So it's a tragicomedy. Because in Italy we have this style, this Italian touch, commedia all'italiana, like I don't know, Life is Beautiful, Roberto Benigni, that with a very strong argument, he make you smile, he make you cry. I don't have a lot of money like Roberto Benigni, but I try to do my best to film this movie. And the support from the American people, from the Robert Morris University, was excellent. So I filmed a couple of scenes to Robert Morris University in the campus, in the studios, and but I set the movie in the different city. You know, we call established shot. So I filmed out in Buffalo to the City Hall, and then I go in the studios in Robert Morris University. And I have a very, very nice actor. One of this one was excellent. The name is Norman Moses, and he looks like Groucho Marx, Jimmy Durante. He never acted before and was excellent, really excellent. So I'm very proud of myself. And Lisa Nutt was in my movie. She was a very provocante.
Oh, provoking.
Provoking,
Very
provoking
sexy.
nurse with her boobs in this way. So.
True. Oh my goodness.
And we have a lot of other people that they say, I want to come. They say, you want to come for my movie? No, I want to come to see the boobs of Yes. And then I had Michael Di Lauro in my movie, that is the guy that called me to come
Here is
here.
coming,
This
talking
is Michael
about
Di
the
Lauro.
devil.
Oh, an applause.
Un applauso, applauso.
And I have Michael Di
Marco Di
Lauro.
Lauro!
I just talking about you. He's like
I hope it's good.
he's like my grandfather. No, I joke. He's like my father. He's like my father. He's a very nice man. And in my movie, sit, Michael. And in my movie, he has a man on the wheelchair that he had a stroke. But you know, the Italian people, when they see beautiful girl, they are always horny. So and he just whistle and make ciao bella to a girl that passed. So it was excellent.
Okay.
So, and the next scene, I think that we wait an answer from the chapel, because I have to film in a chapel. So I need some other, come si dice, comparse?
Extras. So
Extras.
we'll talk about that,
Yes.
how to sign up by the end of
Some extras in the church, and there is a priest that talk about something, and there is the guy that, oh my God, and they just say, you think what they say, because when you go in the church in Italy, you see all the people that they pray, and if you put focus in what they say, they just say, oh God, let me win the Powerball. Oh God, let me find the lovers. I know that my wife, she's nice, but if I have a lover, it's better for my life. So.
Benissimo, quindi adesso dobbiamo aspettare con ansia che finirai le tue riprese,
Yes.
e poi riusciremo a riconoscere vari posti di...
I want to say, if they leave the email,
Yes.
then we contact them.
Yes,
When,
we'll have 2 lines for the book signing and also the movie
okay.
signing. So, allora, quindi da un breve racconto, che appunto è diventato poi la base per il tuo ultimo film, al tuo grande successo, Ancora un'estate ancora. Sembrerebbe che tu abbia sviluppato questa tua vena da scrittore da un'età molto, molto giovane, molto verde, quindi il biberon in una mano e la penna nell'altra. Quali sono i tuoi scrittori di riferimento? Chi leggevi, chi leggi, come ti confronti con loro? So Luca started, so the short story that is the base of his latest movie is one of his works, but obviously Luca is also a famous author, and so he started to write at a very young age. So he was holding his milk bottle on one hand and the pen on the other. So my question to him is, what are the writers that he has read or he inspires to or differs from, and that might be the basis for this genre of writing?
Well, one of my best author is Luigi Pirandello. Is a Nobel Prize in 1934, and he talking about the mask. He said that all the people in this world, in the society, they have a mask, because you can be a beautiful, nice man when you work, but you are an horrible husband for your wife. And because the society wants that we have the mask on our face, and because sometimes the society is business, but your life is different. So this is one of my best authors. And you have to read Pirandello in Italiano, because he wrote very short stories and some novel. But I like him very much. Then I like Mark Twain, or I like Stephen King. In fact, this book, Ancora un'estate ancora, it remind me a little bit. I don't know if you know Stand By Me. Stand By Me was a movie too, and because I love to describe the teenager, and because when you are a teenager, especially in Italy, you live in the street. just live in the street. And in the summertime, you live in the street all the time. Now it's a little bit difficult because the society changed. So they, I have a lot of memories about the old people that was around me. Now I see some parents that they scared because they think that the old men are all, we say, pedophiles. So, but it's not true because I don't know, something bad is happened, but now the new generation grow up lonely. So I grew up with a lot of story, and my father and my mother told me about different story, not Cinderella, this kind of thing, but Greek mythology, like Ulysses, the Battle of Troy. So you start to have a lot of imagination because my father and my mother, they are teacher. My mother French teacher and my father is art teacher. So they explain me a lot of things. So my imagination, I have a lot of things in my mind. When I start to write, the first thing that I wrote was a difficult word that was elefante. Elephant, not io, tu. So, and I remember the teacher in the primary school say me, tell me some story, tell me something. And I told her a story. She said, you have to write this story. So I started to write, and I wrote that time. I was 70 years old. I wrote like 20 stories. And then my teacher, she published me 17 stories. So when I was a little baby, I have this book. But you don't care, you went. So my parents steal all the money for of that book. So, and, but the difference from me, if I can quote this thing, from me to the other author, that in Italy, Stephen King or Mark Twain, they describe the teenager like people that have bad family, or maybe they are orphan. In Italy, we have a lot of oppression of our parents that you just want to run away sometime. So the contest is different because in America, the first question that they ask you, for example, see, are you married? If you say yes, they say you, is your first married? Is your second? Is your third? And you say no, it's just one. Why? I don't know why. So, but in Italy we still have the family. So they got married very old. So my parents too, they got married the first time, not the only time, when they were 31, 32 years old. So here you used to get married young. Maybe to have an experience is good, but in Italy, so you know, we grew up in the church. And if you divorce, the priests say you don't come anymore in the house of God and ask for your Powerball. So and so the family here is different because my main character just want to run away from his parents, his family, because they argue and they kiss and they say, you want the pasta, eat pasta. Maybe you eat pasta 1 minute ago. And they say, eat the chicken, eat parmigiana, eat this one. And all the guys are fat like this one. And so the conception of la concezione della famiglia is very different in Italy. And you used to live, for example, in Christmas time, with all the relatives and the other family that we have. We are just 60, 70, 100 people around the table. And so, because I come from the south, and I have a lot of imagination too, because I have an uncle. This is a funny story, can I?
Yeah, of course.
I have an uncle, the name is Giacomo. He's single. And he just say, when you are pregnant, he say, has to be a girl, has to be a boy, because your belly going this way, so he's a boy. So when my mom was pregnant of me, he say, has to be a girl. And he never committed a mistake before. So when I was born, and was all the family there, they told to Giacomo, Uncle Giacomo, he's a boy. I said, it's not true. Yes, he's a boy. Look, he's a boy. No, it's not true. And then he looked at me and he said, yes, he's a boy, but he looks like a little bit gay. and, and my mother, she bought all the women thing, girls thing. So I was pink, and what do you call it, con la gonna. So I have the first two, because we come from the middle class, so she just bought everything. I had the skirtle, the first picture of me, yes, it was nice. So, and when I was a baby, the people, so you know, with the men you speak when you are a baby, 2 or 3 months, come your nonno, grandfather, say, oh, look for girls, and you have just 5 months. But some girls in the street, some women, they believe that I was a girl because I was pink. So they told you think about the women things. Yeah, but nice girl, nice girl.